Hey, hello everybody. This is Pastor Mike. I'm here with my good man Nick.
Hey, over here.
And we are stumbling toward the Eschaton, and we are what episode are we on?
I think we're episode 14.
Wow, dude. Holy cow. Well, this is, we're looking toward Sunday, January 17th. We're in this wonderful season called Epiphany, and a lot of the texts are talking about, well, who is this Jesus character that was just born over Christmas? What's he up to? What's his bag? What's his style? What's his jam?
He likes listening to that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air soundtrack.
He does. Because in many ways when we encounter Christ, our life is turned upside down.
Yeah. He comes down, he's like, I'm the king of the Jews. My kingdom's not of... I don't know.
I'm moving to Jerusalem. No. That doesn't work as a rap?
I'll make it work.
Okay, we'll put a little work into that. See if we can get the French Prince of Bel-Air movement of Christ. Rap.
But with your Jesus. Oh, gosh. And you'll be... My life turned upside down.
Because I'm British Jesus. And by gum, when I had to move out of the center of London into the larger expanses, due to an altercation with another gentleman, my aunt and uncle in a burg of Bel-Air accepted me into their home, and my life was turned topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy.
It's only... Wow, man, we were everywhere today. But yeah, holy cow, where are we again?
We're going to be talking about the Gospel of John this week, and it's that weird story where Jesus turns water into wine.
Oh, yeah. It's that wedding. They're in Cana in Galilee, and there's a story where they're invited to this wedding, and they run out of wine at the celebration. And I think one of my favorite parts is his mom is like, you should really make a miracle. Well, no, here, let me read it. On the third day, there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus and disciples had also been invited to the wedding. I like how they're like an afterthought. You know, Jesus' mom was there, but, you know, they were there too. When the wine gave out, the mother of Jesus said to them, they have no wine. And Jesus said to her, woman, what concern is that to you and me? My hour is not yet come. His mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells you. Now standing there were 6 stone water jars for the Jewish rites of purification. Now we don't need to get nuts and bolts of that. Each holding 20 or 30 gallons. So holy cow, we got these 6
people
things.
Are going to get... like.
There's a lot of... Okay, that's like...
Talk about getting turned upside down.
That's like 120 gallons of water at the minimum. Jesus said to them, fill the jars with water, and they filled them up to the brim. He said to them, now draw some out and take it to the chief steward. So they took it out. When the steward tasted the water, it had become wine and did not know where it came from, though the servants who had drawn water knew. The steward called the bridegroom and said to him, everyone serves the good wine first, and then the inferior wine after the guests have become drunk. But you have kept the good wine until now. Jesus did this, the first of his signs at Cana of Galilee, and revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. So again, this Epiphany season is about revealing who God is. Which is kind of like a wild opening miracle. Let's be a little bit honest.
That's a party trick.
It's 120 gallons of wine, man. And we're not talking Carlo Rossi either. You know what I mean?
Talk about the good stuff.
Night Train, you know, or any of that.
You see, if Jesus probably got invited to a lot of parties that had swimming pools, so he could be like, "All right, bah," and he just turns.
Yeah, because he gets invited to parties afterwards. So here we did in Cana. Seriously, Mom, I do one miracle because you asked me nicely to do it. Now everybody's inviting me and wanting me to be.
Give them an inch, they take a mile.
No miracle abuse. We don't abuse the miracles.
I'm not a cosmic vending machine of Skittles. Wine flavored Skittles.
I'm not going to walk around telling you what your card is, okay? No. So, I mean, but it's a wild miracle. I mean, and it's weird. I just love that his mom is like, do whatever he says. I mean, you die this great mom. It's like, throw out a wine, Jesus. Okay.
That's like with me. My mom will be like, oh man, we're having a party. So Nick, you're going to watch all the kids, right? And I was like, guess I am. And they just like throw them all up. But it's nice because all those kids are nerds. And we go upstairs and we watch Sonic on YouTube. So I call that a night.
That's a good night. But yeah, moms are good at being like, I'm volunteering my son.
Yeah. It'll be nice. I'll be walking up the stairs. She'll be like, yeah, Nick will do it. And I'm like, what am I doing?
And maybe one of the side joys of this text is Jesus understands and has sympathy for all of us who've had moms that have volunteered them to do random things.
Funny story is that one of the little girls that I babysit, still for the longest time, it's been like a year and a half now, She thinks that my girlfriend is my computer because I talked to my girlfriend over Skype, and she came over, and I'm just like, this is my girlfriend. She's like, it's computer. She's like 5 or 6, and she didn't really understand. And she's like, and my girlfriend like right away started playing off with it. She's like, yeah, I'm a computer. Look, look at me. We're playing the MMO Mabinogi, and so she's moving her character, and I'm like, yeah, that's her. And she's like, Nicholas, you're dating a computer? And she runs downstairs and tells my mom, Miss Jill, do you know your son's dating a computer? And I'm like, just go on. And she's like, yeah, of course he is. And
This poor kid. This poor kid.
It was great. And then she met her in person. She's like her little mind just got blown. And she's like, I have a 3D printer at home. At the end of the day, I'm going back in the computer. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, completely understood.
Oh, it's more realistic that there's a 3D printer that you can get back to the computer than you're dating a human.
Yeah.
Gotta love kids. But there's also, I think, this is hilarious. I'm dating a computer.
That's how you do it.
She's a computer. It's better than your girlfriend in Canada story. Oh, who was I talking to today about the girlfriend in Canada? Weird stuff going on here. But yeah, maybe the first good news out of this text is that, yeah, if your mom's ever made you do something, Jesus gets it, man. But it's also this wildness of providing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where you got this rub where here is this very specific situation, which is a festivity. And maybe one, Jesus, because sometimes... Here's one of the things I think is important to use. Sometimes we have Jesus as, again, the stuck-up British guy. You know what I mean? That he's just, you know...
This deeply disturbed me.
Yes, where everything is naked. But here he is at a party. And that joy is there and is good. Joy is not a bad thing. Joy is not evil. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Unless we're talking about like some assassin named Joy. But you know what I mean? But, you know, joy in the situation. And Jesus can be present in joyful situations. Wait, what? Yeah. And how even then Jesus adds the joy with his powers and as a sign by fulfilling the need to keep joy happening. You know what I mean? These people were unprepared. Maybe they weren't rich. Maybe they didn't have enough wealth. And so they gave what they had. And, you know, the celebration was going to come to an end. So Jesus like, you know what? No, let's keep the joy going on. I will make sure that happens. Again, he might not seem too happy at the get-go to do it. Woman, what does it have to do with me?
Yeah. It's just like Jesus just like, I really hope no one notices me. Like a celebrity trying to like keep his cover. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, hey, Jesus, I need you to make some grape juice. And he's like, come on, Mom. And like he like stands up on the table and he's
Jesus, like, isn't that your mom? No, dude, don't point it out. Jesus, is that you? Yeah, Ma. What do you want, Ma? I don't know. Maybe, and Lord Almighty, don't let my mother listen to this. You know, maybe there's that subtle joy in knowing that my mom used to volunteer me for stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you know, joy. And sometimes people have this distinct understanding that, you know, if you're a good, faithful human being, you're dour at all times in all places. You know, but I mean, there's joy in that, which is good. And the Lord supplies what we need. You know what I mean? Not necessarily what we want. And I think there's this sense of, you know, needs versus wants.
Yeah,
and that
sometimes you need a break. Like, you know, no all work and no play makes Jesus less British.
Well, that even goes to the retreat things. How many times in scriptures does he take a break and he retreats? We don't think we can ever take a break because we buy into the cult of busyness. But Jesus is like, no, I'm going to go off and pray. I'm going to take a moment to myself. Really, Jesus? Yeah, I'm going to go by myself.
I'm going to go buy that tree over there.
Y'all leave me alone for 5-10 minutes. Which is the greatest Father's Day gift ever. Everybody's leaving me alone for 5 minutes. This will be the best Father's Day ever.
Yeah, just a 5-minute pass, please. It's all I need.
All y'all, don't slap nobody. Don't knock anything over in the house. Just give me 5 minutes and I'll be... Don't give me a mug. I don't want a mug that says an untruth. There is no objective proof that I'm the world's #1 dad. I don't believe it.
You see, that's not objective because that's fact. I don't need a cup certifying what I am.
Well, see, I hate those cups. Like, world's greatest dad. I'm like, there is no way of proving this. This is a lie cup. This is a cup of lies.
You fiend.
A cup of lies.
And like Big O gives it to you and you're like, this is a cup of lies. And you're pointing at him and you're like, boom. And you just slam it at the table and he's just like, what?
Your cup of lies. Yeah.
He's like, I just have my spider and my safari hat.
That's A. A's got the spider.
Oh, Aiden.
We don't have a Lego O.
What?
No, he was after the Lego. adventure. We got to get a Lego. We got a Lego Leo.
Just give him a little brick, just like a solid red brick, and be like, "This is you, little O. You're just a brick."
Well, right. But the problem is that he would probably just gank everybody else's Legos and just run away.
Yeah, that
He's
seems
the
like
little
some-
booster.
I mean, who else can take a nap in the middle of a hymn, like on the
Right,
altar? Like,
brother, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. He, because he's up there with brother A, and they just, oh, that was hilarious. Those kids. But I mean, yeah.
so let's talk about this lottery that's going on.
Yeah, I tell you what, that is wild. What are we up to? What are we up to? What's the frenzy? The amount? Wasn't it like
It's like 1.5 billion.
billion with a capital B? Man, the lottery. What are your thoughts on the lottery?
I have terrible luck, so it's a better investment to invest in Gachapon and Mabinogi, because at least I'll get something out of it. Because, I mean, I could put $1 to get a lotto ticket, or I can get $1 to get a Gachapon, and then get at least something out of it.
At least something.
Victoria, once she gets able to buy those tickets, she's gonna buy a heck ton. She'll get like 10 different names, like all of her cards pulled. She has that kind of luck. It's crazy. Like, because
You've mentioned that she's got some kind of weird something going on.
it's her mojo.
Mojo Rise, yeah.
Because she bought one Gachapon and got the best thing out of the Gachapon, which was like a 1 in like 3,000 chance that she'd get wings out of that Gachapon. But she got wings on her first one. I proceeded to just walk away and just... I was like, all right.
I'm done.
And she's like, but I have like 19 more. And I was like, no.
No, I'm done. I don't want to hear about this. Oh, yeah, that is the worst. What was it, 1 out of 3,000?
It was, yeah, it was like, yeah, it was really weird statistics on there.
Well, I mean, what is it? Lottery right now, with the number combination, is something like 1 out of 250 million chance of winning.
You know, it's a higher chance to get eaten by sharks.
It is, actually, I think. Statistically, you're more likely to get eaten by sharks than to win the Powerball.
I'll take that lotto anytime.
I will get eaten by a shark.
That'd be a cool way to go. I don't know, but on my list is to punch a shark in the face. Like, that is.
Have you been reading those things where if you hit them in the nose, all of a sudden they'll swim away kind of things?
I've heard of that. I saw it on like the Mythbusters. I don't remember anything about it.
Like, how do you test that? I don't want to. Well, I mean, because one, I mean,
It's like it's a nice shark, and you're like, you punch it in the face.
Hey,
and
I'll help you guys with the test. Oh, come on, guys! I'm trying to help.
God.
Of course,
You
I'm
said there was
going
corn
away.
pop.
That was mean. I'm really hurt.
He's like, ooh.
I thought you were nice humans. This is why we eat you guys, because he punches in the face.
He's like, oh man, human, you're giving me free food. Ugh, and he just has a hook in his mouth, and that's a Shark Tale. Next Disney movie.
Shark Tale.
Finding Bruce.
Finding Bruce. Is that the next one?
No, it's Finding Dory.
Oh, yeah. I knew they were
I'd
making another
prefer
one.
if it was Finding
Finding
Bruce.
Bruce. Those sharks crack me up, by the
I
way.
enjoyed it. Just go, man.
Fish are friends, not food.
Bruce. Whenever I see Bruce over here at church, I always imagine him as a shark because of that
Do
movie.
you?
Just a shark wearing his thousands of baseball hats.
Unfortunately, I've seen too much. I've been listening to Cornel West too much, so I call him Brother Bruce.
Brother Bruce.
Cornel West will do that to you. But no, man, the lottery is always such a sticky wicket. You know what I mean? Like, statistically, what is it? It's better if you take your money and put it in a bank account with like 0.01% interest. You will, in the end, have more money doing that than playing the lotto.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always this, and this is wild. I mean, with this jackpot, I mean, it's like 250 million to 1 or something. It's probably even worse than that. But everyone's like, well, why not? I mean, I would love to, I would do a 50-50. Be like, heck, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can play the Powerball, I'll do a 50-50. I'll keep half of it, and, one of you guys might keep the other half. That's how you make more money.
See, I am just buy me Gachapon. Speaking of Gachapon, they released new Gachapon this week, so once I get my paycheck...
Woo! Oh, jeez Louise. I need to release something online. I need to learn a program.
You need to learn how to play Mabinogi.
Yeah, I gotta learn a lot of things. But it's this amazing thing. Have you ever heard of it called the poor tax?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is, though.
Well, it's the phrase that, even as you kind of do the lottery, there's this almost fascinating sense of, let's say you're above a certain wealth bracket, why would you ever play the lottery?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you pull down six figures, why would I play the lottery? You might, especially if you're a gambling addict, but, other folks, it's like, well, yeah, I get this paycheck, it's very little, but I'll drop a buck or two on Powerball with this, possibility of doing this. And these people might lose $16,000, $20,000 over the space of their life and never win a thing. Mm-hmm. But a rich guy ain't going to do that. It is fascinating. No, the lottery always just kills me.
There was a study done online that it was above a certain wealth, you stop being happy with how much money you have.
I would believe it. I haven't seen the study, but
because it's something like once you make more than $500,000, you're just like, it's just money at that point, because you have your house that you want, you have everything. Because if there's anything you want, you can just buy it. Like there's no like, oh man, I can't wait to get this new Gachapon.
Yeah. And then imagine growing up in a reality where anything you want, you immediately get.
Mm-hmm. There was, I can't remember what his name. He's like one of the richest guys in the country. When he dies, he's giving all of his money to charity, and his like 7 kids are like, "What the heck? You got all this money?" And he says, "You know what? I made my money from just me. I had no help. I started you guys with a great future. You guys are going to great colleges, so you guys can make your own money."
I think that was Gates.
No, and it's not. I don't think it's Gates.
Because Bill Gates is doing the same thing. Like the Bill and Linda Gates Foundation they've set up, they each get a little bit of money. You know what I mean? But majority of his fortune, he's setting up to do good.
Yeah, Bill Gates, once he retires, he's keeping enough money so him and his wife can live in peace after they retire. But all of the millions of the rest of the money is going straight to just donating.
Well, I think it's the foundation that they set up, because I think they did this foundation, which is great. Because they're trying to stamp out malaria and all these other sorts of things. Malaria is bad. But they'll get it done. But it's this fascinating thing of this wanting this money to have this security. You know what I mean? Everybody wants more of it. I don't know, man. Heck, what is the old philosophy? More money, more problems?
Yeah.
More money, more problems, son.
Speaking of problems, someone jacked my gym shoe.
Your singular shoe?
Singular shoe.
Wait, what?
Someone jacked one of my gym shoes.
That is weird. That is a weird crime.
Yeah. I'm like, take both, because then you could wear it. Like,
or sell it.
Yeah.
Who sells like a single shoe?
But like the thing is, my shoes aren't even worth anything. They're like $20 Walmart shoes. Like you could have picked anyone else, man. And you would have gotten like a better deal.
You literally stole a worthless $10 thing.
Yeah. And like the bottom was falling off of it, so like I don't know who would want it. There must
call the police.
If you're a shoe freak out there and you're listening to this, being like, because the crime people always stay close to the crime. You go smell my shoe, and you dislike it.
I thought you were talking about all the sneakerheads out there. Sneakerheads got my back. $20 Walmarts. Yeah,
$20 Walmarts.
Yeah. Those sneakerheads love that. So. It's this fascinating thing almost. So what does this say as people of faith? You know what I mean? What is enough? What is too much? What is, even the lottery? Is it good? Is it bad? I just often encourage people to, you know what I mean? Be wiser with your money. The good Lord will give you what you need, and you can do just fine. There is, I think, a good blessing. Maybe that's even part of the story of having enough. Mm-hmm. Having enough. I don't need a massive house because then I got to clean it or pay somebody else to clean it. What is enough? And the lottery is almost this mythical sense of, there's never enough. So I even need to take that weird risk and possibly do it. I've never been a big fan of gambling. It just never makes sense to me.
I'm just a big fan of Gachapon. I don't want to waste any other kind of money. My little brother too. Did I say how my little brother has amazing luck too?
You have mentioned that he has got some wizard skills with luck.
He's got wizard skills. We'll go to the arcade and he's winning jackpots every turn.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like the one where it's the pterodactyl and you're dropping eggs on the caveman. He'll get that 5 times in a row, and he'll have this big stack of tickets. And then there's me and my mom on the coin dozer games, the ones where you have to push down coins, and we're just put $20, and then we got nothing. Here's Henry put with $3 with a whole stack of tickets.
I could just see brother rolling in with a, look at this, pterodactyls.
He's like, so I'm gonna get candy, right?
You could get a lot of candy, or with the number of tickets you have, you could have a 50-inch TV screen. You know what I mean? Because they always have, like, the weirdest stuff at those arcades.
Yeah, there was... The one that I went to, it was selling a lawnmower and a lawn chair.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for like 200,000 tickets.
You get 200,000 tickets, and you just want to meet the kid that's like, oh, I got to keep doing skee ball to get a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Did that come out of your mouth? Yeah, skee ball to get a lawnmower. I do love skee ball.
Skee ball's great. That's one of my favorites.
Skee ball is the greatest game in the world, son.
It's pretty good.
If I had more dollars and cents, one of the things I might get would be a skee ball thing in my house.
You can make your own skee ball thing.
I can, but it's not arcade level awesomeness.
You can have Big O or Aiden go beep boop boop beep boop boop.
Yeah, I could have them do a lot.
They
of
would
it.
enjoy doing that.
No, they'd be like, "Can we be done?" I'm like, "Skee ball,
Skee ball, and you're like, ooh. you just like put them in like the
skee ball." Why are you screaming one word at your children over and over again because they're not making fake arcade noises? Science? That is not an answer.
Yeah, science does. Hot dogs does. Like,
Nacho now. What?
Macho Madness.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's where it's at.
I think we've come full circle.
Yeah, I think that's a good note to end
Well,
this.
brothers and sisters. Maybe do we want to leave with a homework assignment too? Don't we usually do that?
Yeah, let's leave with a homework assignment. Let's do. Have you participated, or are you a big gambler? And if so, what's the helpline? Like 1-800-DICE or something like that.
100 bets off.
Bets off. If the case that's you, that applies to you. And second homework assignment is, what was the craziest thing your parents forced you to do? Like just obliged you to do. And I feel like that's a good note to end off the episode, don't you think?
I do. Well, brothers and sisters, the Lord fulfills our needs, and find him when there is joy. Keep on stumbling.
See ya.